Hello guys, how are you? I am Noor and today I am with Irfan. He is a .NET developer working in the industry from the last 4 to 5 years. He is working on different technologies like SP.NET and React.js, SQL and other kind of things. So I decided to start a series of mock interviews so that you people, if you wants to clear the .NET interviews, the React.js and SQL interviews, so that you have a little idea what kind of actual questions people ask in the industry. So it is our first interview, the mock interview, and today uh, I will conduct the interview of Irfan, and basically it will be related to the .NET and a little OOP concepts, and then we will move forward. Okay, so Irfan bhai, thank you so much for giving the time. I would like to introduce yourself, and then we will start the interview.
Yeah, my player Norway. First of all, I want to introduce myself a short intro. So currently, I am working as a senior full stack developer in Danat, owned by Argam. So my responsibilities including integrations in existing product and improvements or new or the development of new modules. So this is the short intro.
Okay, thank you so much for giving the introduction.
Thank
Now,
you.
if you are ready, then we can move forward for the interview. Are you ready, sir?
Yeah, yeah. I'm.
Okay, okay, sir. So I think in your CV you mentioned that you are working on the .NET 8 and uh, other latest technologies. So can I just
Yeah,
ask which latest version we are using at the moment of the C Sharp in 2024?
yeah. The latest version, I think, is probably 12, which was released in 2023
Yes, correct.
in .NET 8.0.
Okay. Yes, correct. We are using C Sharp 12 version at the moment,
Yeah, yeah.
and the .NET version will be released in this year, I think, or in the next year. So at the moment, we are using C Sharp 12 version with .NET 8. Okay. Now,
Okay.
we are using, different type of variables in normal day programming, different type of classes and strings, but actually, if I just ask, it is a simple question. What is the difference between value type and reference type in C Sharp?
The primitive data types like integer, long, float, and double or value types, and the classes, interfaces, delicates, or and strings.
O-
These are the
Okay.
reference types,
Okay.
and the value types are stored on stack, and reference types are stored on in heap. Basically, it is sort of the memory management of the
Okay.
yeah
Okay, okay, nice. You said that we are using value type on the stack and reference type on the heap memory, correct?
yeah.
No, we are using different type of classes like seal class, static class, abstract class, and obviously we are also using interfaces in the C sharp. Now,
Mhm.
my question is, what is the difference between abstract class and an interface in the C sharp?
Yeah, interface is a contract. So if I have if I have inherited interface, so I have to implement all it is a interface methods.
Okay.
So yeah, and the abstract is abstract class is a class if abstract class by itself we cannot instantiate the abstract class.
Okay, you said that we can't instantiate. You mean we can't create object of abstract class.
Yeah.
So can we write method body inside the interface?
Yes, of course.
Inside the interface, we
So sorry. No, no, no.
okay, okay,
In
correct.
in in interface we cannot write the body or definition of the routine or method,
Okay.
and yeah, and in abstract class we have both.
Okay, okay, correct. No, there is some scenarios where we want to prevent the derived class to inherit from some parent class. Now, to do
Okay.
this, how will you prevent a class so that it not be inherited by its child classes?
Yeah. Okay, Noor. If I want to restrict class from inheritance, so I have to declare as a sealed class.
Okay, correct. We can use the sealed keyword with the class and it will not be inherited. Right, correct. No, Irfan, no, I am moving towards a very common question. It is about the overloading and overriding. How will you differentiate these two in the object-oriented programming?
Yeah, it is also a good feature of object-oriented programming. So if I want to, if I if I have a method, so in overloading, if I have a method with uh, the signature of the method remains same and the parameters passed with the different data types, count of parameters.
Okay,
So yeah, so we can achieve this way overloading. So
okay,
overriding is a concept. If I have declared a class method in a base class, so I have inherited base class in a child class. So when I have implemented the method in child class with overriding, it is pure definition. So this is the concept of overriding.
okay, correct. You are right. No, obviously you will also using access modifiers in your programming. Uh, can you just tell me uh, why we use, I mean, access modifiers? Can you just tell me about the public and private?
Yeah, yeah, of course. To restrict the access uh, resources uh, uh, of the classes or methods. Like if I have declared properties or methods as a public, this can be used by
Okay.
uh, any of the class. So if I have declared private, so private has its own scope and within can be utilized in a scope.
And protected.
Protected, the class or member is accessible within its own class and any derived class.
Okay. No, there is also internal. Would you please?
Yeah, of course. The class or member is accessible within the same assembly or project.
Okay, correct. Nice. No, obviously, when the C sharp code is running, then there are different things. My question is that which part manage the memory in the CLR automatically?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get, or
Or
should I repeat the question?
garbage collector, I think you are asking
Yes,
for.
yes, you are right. Garbage collector is responsible for managing the memory in the CLR, I mean common language runtime. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, uh, as we are on the CLR side, now would you please explain the JIT compiler, or we can say just-in-time compiler?
No, you know when I hit the F5 button or executing my code. So before that, the JIT compiler translates the IL code into native machine code.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you said that it is responsible for translating the uh, intermediate language code to the native code, which is basically a
yeah,
byte code for the machine.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, right. No. What is the difference? Sorry, I am asking some questions about the CLR. Uh,
Okay.
okay, no, what is the difference between managed and unmanaged code?
Managed code is written in purely in .NET,
O-
.NET CLR.
Okay,
So, and unmanaged code is managed by the OS directly. This is the like simple uh,
okay. No,
difference.
no, is it possible that managed code access the unmanaged code?
Yes.
So, if in your mind at the moment, if there is any, I mean, explanation of or example, would you please share with me?
Uh, I think right now I can't
Okay.
explain.
Okay, no, no issue. Basically, we can access the unmanaged code from the managed code, and there is, I think, some kind of um, provoked invoke, or and we are using the attribute DLL import, and then we are giving the DLL name. It is just above the class, and then we can access the methods of the unmanaged code DLL. So we are using basically the DLL import attributes, and inside the parameter we are passing the DLL name. So there are also some COM interop to access the unmanaged code from managed code. So there are ways in the .NET for accessing the unmanaged code. Okay, no, it's fun.
Okay, right. Thank you.
We mostly, for example, I am getting a list from database. Uh, uh,
Okay.
then I obviously saving in some kind of objects, some kind of models in my program. Now, what is the difference between array and list?
Yeah, Noor, I think array is used for the fixed size data. Let's
Okay,
suppose I have 10 I know I have 10 integers or 10 students data, so I can store in array.
okay,
So if I know if we use, let's suppose if uh, for list I have data of students, like let's suppose in database. So if we use like I use list, so I don't know, maybe yeah, today I have 10 students, then other
okay,
day maybe 100, and so on. So it is sort of the management of their size.
okay, okay. Now, uh, for example, there is a scenario to retrieve uh, to retrieve type information of any object at runtime in C sharp. So how
Mhm.
will you do this?
uh, I think you're asking about the reflection.
Sorry, what you said?
Reflection.
Yes,
Reflect.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
I am asking about this.
Yeah, reflection is used to achieve like this type of information at
Okay,
runtime.
okay. So at runtime, you said that we are using reflection to get type related information of any object, any, I mean, class.
G, sure.
Okay, okay. So, Irfan, no, I will just move towards the ASPMVC. Uh, we can ask lots of questions from the OOP, but we will keep the things not too lengthy. No, will move towards the ASPMVC. Have you worked on ASPMVC?
Yeah, yes, I have,
Oh,
and I'm also, my domain is as a .NET developer, so
okay,
this is the,
right.
yeah, main, yeah,
Without
yeah,
ASPMVC, I think
yeah,
it's not possible
yeah,
to have.
yeah.
Okay, so what are the? Would you please tell me some component names or some folder names inside the SPMVC project? I'm not telling about the .NET Core new project, but the traditional SPMVC with .NET 4.7. So what are the folders? Can you just give me any names or file names?
Yeah, yeah, models, controllers, content, and scripts, ASP, like web.config type of structures of the project, and
Okay.
uh, uh, and also areas and so on.
Okay, so No, you said that there are controllers folder, models folder, and
Mm-hmm.
other
And root
folders.
folder www dot
CSV
yeah.
folder. Yes. Okay. No, in SPM we see, you know, that we are saving mostly the static file in the content folder, but in .NET Core there is a specific folder for saving the static files. So where we keep static files like images, CSS files in .NET Core project.
In .NET Core project, we keep these type of data or state files in www.roots folder.
Okay, so for example, if I keep the files outside of the www root folder, for example, I add a new folder to the project and then I keep here some images. Will it be accessible within the Razor view?
I think not.
I am, to be honest, I am not sure about this, but I think it will not be accessible. That is why they recommend to use the www root folder. Okay, I will also check on my side. Okay.
Okay.
No, obviously, if you are working on the SPMVC, then we are using partial view. So, how to use partial view in SPMVC 5? I mean, I am in the 4.7 version, .NET 4.7, and with the in .NET Core Razor view. So, is there a specific difference? How to call the partial view?
I think the difference we use like partial views to uh, add some the repetitive parts of the code
Okay,
to achieve the uh, functionality. So there is a like in SPNet MVC5 we use at the rate HTML dot partial
okay,
and then partial view name and then what we pass the uh, data.
okay.
So in core we use like await and HTML dot partial
Yes, correct.
async.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, correct. We are using in this way. There are also some other ways, but it is the most common way. Now,
yeah. Thank you.
Irfan, in MSc application, you know that we get the request, and then according to the request, an action method invoked, and then we mostly call the database, and then from the database, we bind the data with some models or some other things, and then we return to the view. Now, give me name of four ways. Just give me four ways to return the data from the controller to the view.
Model, view bag and view data and the temp data.
I think you are correct. Yes, we can also pass by model, and it is the
Hmm.
most common way. We can
Yeah.
also use by temp data and obviously view data and view bake. And
Yes.
we can also, I think, for some scenario use session, and but it is to store the data if you want to, for the global access throughout the application. But you are correct.
Hmm.
We can use the ways that you mentioned. No, Irfan, no, I will just ask about have you ever hear about action filter in SPMVC?
Yes.
So would you please define?
Yeah, sure. Action filters in ASP.NET MVC are a type of filter that we can apply to controllers or action methods.
Okay,
So they allow us to run the code before or after a specific stage in the request processing pipeline.
okay. No, you said that if you want
Yeah.
to perform some
On
kind.
action executing and on action executed, these
Yeah,
are
yeah,
the two.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, you are correct. We use the filters on action executing or on action executed if you want to execute some kind of a activity before or after the
Mhm.
controller hit or the action method hit. Okay.
Mhm.
Now,
Mhm.
for example, I said you that save the username uh,
Mhm.
in a session in ASP.MVC.NET and in ASP.MVC.NET Core. You have just to save the username in a session, but there
Yeah.
is some syntax, some you know some there the syntax is changed in .NET Core.
Yes.
So Can you just me tell, give me a little, hint?
Yeah, yeah. HTTP context dot session dot set a string with given two parameters as we pass uh, in functions like and in SPNet HTTP context dot current dot session and the array symbol and
Okay,
the
okay,
key and the value is
okay.
equal to value. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, you are correct. In .NET, we use the HTTP context class and then current dot session, and then in the array, and then
Hmm.
in a string we pass the session name, and then is equal to session value. You are correct. And in .NET Core, as you said, that we use the set string and then the key name
Hmm.
and the value. Okay. Now in .NET Core, which type of object we use for handling the file in controller? For example, you have to save an image, uh, you fill the form, and then you send the image to the controller. Then in the controller, which type of interface attribute, object variable will you use to get the file?
Um, in .NET Core we use mostly iForm file.
Okay, correct. Okay. Now, uh, in .NET Core applications, there is very importance of the middleware. We can use middlewares according to our requirements. We can create new middlewares. So if if you just give me a little definition, what is basically the middleware in .NET Core application?
Yeah, no, it is a most important concept and also interesting one. So basically, we use middlewares or through middlewares we achieve the handling of request processing pipelines of
Okay.
uh, request to handle the request and response of response pipeline of the components.
Okay, okay. Now, if I just give you a very simple task of to create a middleware, and the purpose of these middleware be, for example, if there is any keyword with the name URL in
Mhm.
sorry Irfan in the URL. Let's me explain again. For example, the URL consists Irfan keyword. Then the middle
Okay.
then the middleware should just print something or should return something. And I just want to declare a middleware, and the work of this middleware should be to detect Irfan in the URL. So I will not ask you to write the code. Would you just give me any idea or any understanding?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure. You are asking like how we consume or create our own middlewares.
Yes.
So yeah, we will declare a class with the name identify Irfan URL middleware, and
Okay.
we will inherit from middleware I middleware interface. So through this
Okay.
we can achieve.
Okay, you said that you will declare a class like identity Irfan middleware, and then you will inherit from the I middleware interface.
Yeah, yeah. Identify Irfan in URL middleware, or sort of we can give
Any other
any name.
name, any name.
Yeah.
Okay,
The main thing is we can inherit from our middleware interface.
okay. And
Yeah.
then if I just said we are using a method, can you just give me the method name, public,
Yeah.
async, task, any method name that coming in your mind? Which method we are using?
App.use middleware.
Inside the middleware class, we mostly use a method to forward the request, like await next, some kind. What
Mm-hmm. Call
invoke
the next.
invoke?
Okay.
If I just give you the first keyword of the method name,
Uh,
invoke async, I think.
okay. Okay. Yeah. Invoke async task.
Okay, okay. No,
Yeah.
basically we are using these for the request pipeline. Also, we can
Uh,
use other ways. No, for example, you have an API project and you want to add an output catch in the ASP.NET Core API action method. Uh, how will you add the output cache at the action method in ASP.NET Core?
Yeah, in ASP.NET Core, we use response cache
Response
to,
cache.
yeah, attribute to add output cache over action methods of APIs.
So,
Like duration, if I have added duration like 1 minute and verify query keys and so other parameters of the I want add like parameters or time and
okay,
so on. Yeah,
okay, okay, correct. No, Irfan, have you worked on RabbitMQ?
yeah, I have. Yes.
So, would you please give me a little definition about this? What is the RabbitMQ nowadays?
Yeah, it is a message broker used to send messages like the RabbitMQ is also an open source.
Okay,
RabbitMQ is used to reduce the load and delivery time of a web application when some of the resource have taken a lot time to process the data.
okay. Now, today I have just uploaded a very short video on my channel. I just explain in an animation type of way how the RabbitMQ is working. So after the interview, you can I mean watch the video just for your own purpose if you want. Now, I have
Yeah,
explained the RabbitMQ like in animation way, just within I think 30 seconds.
yeah. And I have also I haven't gone through with this video, so I have gone through with the Redis video. So
Mock
that was
mock interview.
really awesome.
जी सर
You have
इरफान भाई
just
के साथ थे
you have demonstrated in 32 seconds of the Redis implementations,
नहीं
and
अभी
that was
अभी
very
सर ले रहा हूँ
very knowledgeable and interesting. Yeah,
okay okay correct. No, Irfan bhai, as you said that you have worked on the Rabbit MQ uh, in I mean in .NET Core applications. No, I will move towards the next question. In .NET Core, we are using mostly not the tight coupling of pattern of the classes. We are using dependency injection mostly. No, would you
hmm
please tell me a little about what is the dependency injection?
yeah. Dependency injection. Basically, before that, we have if we want to if I want to reduce the dependencies of the objects, so like if I want to achieve the low coupling or loose coupling of the of my software or application,
Okay,
so we will use the approaches, different approaches of the patterns like IOC or sort of this. So basically, dependency injection is used to achieve the loose coupling of our application. So .NET Core have built-in dependency injection.
okay,
So yeah,
okay. No, uh, what are the three ways to register my classes in the startup.cs in .NET Core applications?
you're asking about like transient and
Yes.
scoped and singleton.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, you are correct. We can register our services and interfaces classes using the singleton pattern, the scope, and the transit. Okay.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
what are the action verb in API?
Action verbs are like put, post, get, and fetch.
Okay, you already give me, I think, four names. So I was just asking. My next question was this: that give me the name of
Mhm.
four. So you already told me.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay,
No,
okay.
for the authorization in the API, we are using JWT and OAuth and other mechanism. Now, there are basically, I will, I mean, tell you that there are three parts of the JWT token. Now, what is, what data is in the last part?
Signature.
Yes, they are payload, header, and signature. So in the last part, we are sending the signature. Now, in API, the versioning is very important. For example, we are moving towards some next version, then we have to keep the versioning of the API. Now, how to handle the versioning of API in .NET Core project or even in the SPMVC .NET Framework 4.7 and older versions? How will you keep the versioning of API?
Mhm. Header versioning and query string versioning, and the third one is URI versioning.
Okay, so we can pass like V1, V2, and we can also set in the header.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, uh, are you using Docker in your projects for deployment?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. No, can you please explain a little about what is the Docker and why we use?
Yeah, Docker is sort of a complete package, and where I want it is a portable. So once I have uh, once I have created, so it can be it can be run on different environments.
Okay. Thank you so much, Irfan.
Yeah,
I think it's done from my side, and the conversation was very fruitful with you. Thank you so much.
thank you so much, Noor, and nice to talk with you.
Okay, thank you.